Hi, I'm Julie, and I'm so excited to guide you through your tarot reading for today. These messages are timeless, so if you feel called to watch this video, the message or messages in it are meant for you right now. This session is about offering guidance on your healing journey, and I'm happy to help you along the way. Let's dive right in and see what message is coming through for you today. We're using the Light Seers Tarot by Chris-Anne. We're going to make 3 piles here, and you can choose whichever one appeals to you. There's no right or wrong answer. You can also pick more than one pile if you would like more than one message today, and that's okay too. There are days that I might choose all 3 piles myself, so just follow your gut and don't overthink it. We're going to cut the deck here. And there you go. Feel free to pick one or more piles that appeal to you. This will be number 1, number 2, and number 3. Let's get started with number 1. If you chose pile number 1, then these are your cards. We have the 5 of Cups, the 6 of Cups, and the Emperor. So if these are your cards, this is a really great message for you today. The 5 of Cups comes up when we are staying in a state of overwhelm with our emotions. Sometimes this is because something very specific has newly come up that is giving us a lot of emotional upheaval. It's making us feel a lot of feelings. But sometimes this can also be a little bit of a call out card saying, hey, you're kind of staying in this state all the time. Even when things are going well, you're having a hard time seeing past your own pain or your own frustrations or things that have made you emotional in the past. And you see how she's kind of staring down into this swirling vortex here. It's like it's just sucking the life out of you, and it's keeping it to where, see, her face is just focused on all of this that's draining her. She's not able to see anything else around her. So there is something that's going on, whether this is short-term or long-term for you, where you're becoming a little bit tunnel visioned on the things that feel like they're sucking your energy or making you very emotionally drained. But the answer here is in the 6 of Cups. So the 6 of Cups, I really love the imagery in this particular card, but it's kind of reminding us of really beautiful memories from the past. So this can be very specifically childhood memories, or it could just be something really wonderful that happened to you in the past that makes you happy, that really lifts your spirits. And you can tap into this by journaling. You can tap into it by doing things that bring out childlike joy, putting on some really happy music and dancing around your room, going and doing an activity that you love but you haven't done in a while. So something that can really shake up this state is to tap into this state. And the more deeply you can tap into this, what you will find on the other side of it is actually embodying more of this energy of the Emperor. And the Emperor knows that he is in charge of his domain, that this is his kingdom, right? It's your life, we're all just living it. He knows that he is the master of his own fate. He's in control of his own destiny. A lot of times, these feelings can come up when we feel that life is just yanking us around, or that life is just happening to us, or that bad things are just always happening. And it can put us in this state of feeling like we're completely out of control and just at the mercy of the bad things in life. The Emperor knows that at the end of the day, he's the one that gets to make the decisions, to set the boundaries. He's the one that gets to say what actually does and doesn't happen in his life. So The key here, though, is to tap into that childlike joy. So if you picked pile number 1, this is your message today. And now, number 2. If you picked pile number 2, this is your message for today. We start with the Justice card. And then we have the Sun card. Ooh, where is this going? And your last card for today is the Devil. Ooh, okay. Let's think about this for a second. So we have balance, and we have, this is one of the most positive, powerfully positive cards in the deck that looks at hope and possibility and endless amounts of energy. And the Devil card is arguably the opposite energy. These are the things that make us feel like we're living in the darkness, the things that make us feel like we're never going to be able to break free of the chains that bind, that we're never going to be able to move past the habits or the trauma or the addictions that keep us stuck in cycles. And what I think is a really, really interesting message, if you picked pile number 2, you've got something really interesting and powerful going on in your life right now, because the Justice card is about balance. The Justice card is the Libra scales of justice, the scales of balance, right? And what's specifically interesting about in this deck, if you read the guidebook, in this deck, one of the things that she talks about for this Justice card is karma, is being able to get justice, is being able to have the karmas come full circle. And I think that the message here today is that if you are trying to get to this state of joy and happiness, and where you just feel like you're electric with positive energy, you're going to have to address these things. You see how I like that this is the imagery almost of the puppet master. It's the things that we feel we have these strings attached and that have control over us. You're going to have to address these things. And I have a course for that. If this is you, my Ascension Awakening course is literally exactly to address getting rid of the pain and patterns that hold us back and keep us blocked from our highest version of self. But I think the Justice card is coming in here today to remind us that it's all about balance. It can be easy when we're on our healing journey to have an all or nothing mentality, where if we don't feel like we're here, we feel like we're here. And it's difficult for us to acknowledge the space in between. It's hard for us to see and acknowledge and celebrate our progress. We can have days where we're like, but I'm not here yet, so everything sucks and nothing is working, and all of this effort that I'm putting in is it's not working, it's not worth it because I'm not here yet. And it is about balance. You're gonna have days on your healing journey where you just feel tired. You're gonna have things that come up that make you mad and maybe cause you to slip into bad habits that you used to have, yelling or eating a whole pan of brownies because you're frustrated about something. You'll have days where these things still crop up a bit on your healing journey, but you can get here. That you're gonna have to live in a space of balance in between. Because if you have all or nothing thinking about your healing journey, you're gonna end up giving up, because everything short of this ultimate state is gonna feel like a failure, and that's not how it works. You can't think of it that way, or you're gonna get so discouraged that you're gonna quit. Don't quit. Just find some ways to balance yourself, maybe ground yourself, maybe doing some yoga, maybe giving yourself some days off. Sometimes on your healing journey, the best thing you can do is step away from the work for a few days. Let yourself process, let yourself have some fun, let yourself remember why you're doing this, let yourself celebrate the wins that you have already achieved on this journey. So this is big, powerful stuff if you picked pile number 2. Last but not least, number 3. If you picked pile number 3, this is your reading for today. We start with the Knight of Swords. Nice. And then we have the 7 of Wands. Oh, okay. Where is this going? Oh, and the Ace of Cups. Picasso, I like it. Okay, this is a nice reading. Ooh, okay. So if you picked pile number 3, you've got some really great stuff in store for you. You are probably feeling very full of ideas at the moment. The Knight of Swords, the swords being the air sign, which is about the mind, and the knights in the suits are usually taking bold action. So the Knight of Swords thinks of things and then just goes for them. You know, there's not a lot of hesitation, overthinking, over planning. It's like, oh yeah, I love it. Let's do it. And kind of running after those ideas. These can be your ideas. They could be other people's ideas. You could be this could be your own, representing you, where you're the person that's having a lot of ideas and taking a lot of action on them without a lot of thought. Or this could be somebody else that's having a lot of big ideas and trying to get you on board with whatever it is their plan is, and you feel like you're being swept away, like you're being pulled by the drag of how fast this person is going, or you feel like you're running to catch up with whatever this person has got going on. So this could be either way. But regardless, there is a message from your spirit team today that says, please don't forget about boundaries. So this 7 of Wands is really about the boundaries. The wands are the card of action. So it's a lot of action, whether these are your own actions or other people's actions. There's just a lot that's coming at you. And this unbothered queen right here is very centered and very calm and grounded. See, she's tapped into her center. She is very grounded. And she's in her bubble of peace. She is not letting this chaos get to her. So maybe somebody else is coming at you with a bunch of ideas and it's making you feel very chaotic, or it's causing you to take action that you're not ready to take yet. And so the answer here is to take a big breath and let's make sure that we are clear on what our boundaries are and clearly communicating those boundaries. Just because you say no to something or say no to the timeline of something does not mean that you're missing out. This can be maybe even the energy of feeling you're missing out on something. That if I don't take action right this second, the opportunity's never going to come back. Or if I can't keep up with this person's pace, that they're not going to keep me along for the ride. Or that if I don't act on this right this second, that I'm not going to get there in time, or I'm not going to accomplish this thing in time, or I'm not going to get this thing that I'm after. But actually, setting boundaries is what will help to give you emotional stability and happiness on your journey. The Ace of Cups, the cups being the suit of emotions, the aces being a complete renewal of the energy that you're feeling, receiving, and expressing. And so what you will find is you might be scared out of your mind to put these boundaries down because the boundaries feel like they're slowing down this momentum or possibly even blocking these ideas. And there's something about this that you really like, whether this is your own ideas or somebody else's. There's something about it that you really like and you really want. Whatever the goal or the outcome is here is something that you do truly, really want. And so you can feel an anxiety or an overwhelm of going 1,000,000 miles an hour in order to not miss out, because you do want whatever's at the end of this dash that's happening here. You want it. And you're afraid that if you don't go 1,000,000 miles an hour, you're not going to get it. But the problem is that if you're approaching this from a place of anxiety and overwhelm, or something is being half-assed in order to just get it done as quickly as possible, you're not actually going to get what you want. That is the message that you're receiving here. That if you give in to the anxiety and the overwhelm and maybe the half-baked plans or the rushed deadlines, rushed results, rushed work, or just rush, like maybe this is somebody trying to drag you down to the courthouse before you can plan a proper like wedding and tell everybody that you know that you're getting married, right? It could be anything. Something is feeling very rushed. And you're actually not going to enjoy it. You're going to feel the opposite of this if you give into that rushed feeling. So put down your boundaries. Be willing to say no to yourself if you're the one that's creating your own chaos right now, or be willing to say no to others. Understand where your limits are. Communicate them to yourself. Communicate them to others. Or maybe it's just being done in a way that you don't like. The idea is good, but the execution is something that you feel very uncomfortable about. You're like, yeah, I want that goal, but I'm not doing it that way. Yeah, I definitely want those shoes. I'm not going to steal them. Whatever it is, like put down your boundaries, okay? Because when you do that, you're going to feel this ultimate sense of peace and joy. You're going to feel really proud of yourself. And it's going to start helping you to trust yourself and to trust the universe more, because you're going to realize through this action of putting these boundaries down that you can have it all. You can have what you want at the pace that you want it. You can achieve the things that you want while also maintaining your own integrity or your own, your own boundaries. That you don't have to give away parts of yourself in order to get the things that you want. Ooh, yeah, I think that might hit hard. You don't have to give away what you want. You don't have to give away what means the most to you. You don't have to give away your own personal rules. You don't have to give away parts of yourself to get what you want. You can have whatever's at the end of this idea, and you can do it slowly and peacefully and in a way that's going to bring you joy on the other side. Ooh, love that. Wonderful message if you chose pile number 3. Wow, those were 3 really amazing messages today. Thank you for joining me today. Remember, the messages here are stepping stones on your path to true healing. I'd love to hear how this reading resonated with you, so please share your thoughts in the comments below, and please share this video with someone else who you think could really use an encouraging or helpful message today. If you're interested in learning to read the tarot the way that I do to support you on your healing journey, check out my Tarot Mastery course at juliecrenshaw.com/tarot. Until next time.